My name's Ben and I work for an organisation called LiNCHigher. We at LiNCHigher are driven by the belief that everyone should have the opportunity to go on to higher education, regardless of the challenges that they may face. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about UCAS, what it is and how you can use it. So, what is UCAS? UCAS is a central system which you can use to apply to higher education providers. You can also manage your application by seeing what offers you hold and accepting or rejecting the offers that you get. So there is a small fee for applying to higher education through UCAS. It's £20 to apply to one higher education provider, or £26 to apply to up to 5. We always recommend paying that little bit extra to be able to apply to multiple providers and increase your chances of getting an offer. So what is the process for using UCAS and applying to higher education through it? So by this point, you'll hopefully have an idea of what subject you want to study and an idea of where you want to study it. But before you apply to any university or higher education provider, you'll have to write a personal statement that gives these providers a bit of information about you. Speak to your teachers about getting some help with this to make it the best it can be. You'll upload this to UCAS and one of your tutors will also upload a reference about you that they have written. You'll also have to fill in what grade you have and what grade you're predicted to get. So this is a great moment to speak to your tutors about what they expect you to get, to help you make sure that you're applying to universities that you have a good chance of getting into. For the majority of courses, the deadline for equal consideration has now passed for this year. You can submit applications still, but higher education providers are no longer required to consider you. I will speak more on how you can still go to uni this year. UCAS can help with that still. So it's also never too early to start thinking about your applications for next year and potentially the 2022 intake. Thinking about this now can help you get started on your personal statement and filling it up with great experiences that universities like to see. So once you've written a great personal statement, you'll then select the universities you're applying to. They will all receive the same application, so make sure that your statement is not provider specific, but do make sure it is subject specific. Once you've submitted, you need to wait for higher education providers to review your application and decide if they're going to make an offer to you. This will be followed on UCAS, so keep an eye on it. Also, different universities may have different conditions on their offers, so make sure you read it carefully before accepting or rejecting anything. If you don't get any offers from your selected universities, don't worry. At a later point you can also add extra choices and hopefully you'll get an offer from that one. So, once you have your offers in, if you have at least 2, you select a firm choice and an insurance choice. Your firm choice is the university or higher education provider you most want to go to. The insurance choice should be a provider with lower entry requirements in case you miss the grades for your firm choice. So once this is done, all you've got to do is wait for results day. During this time, it's a good idea to keep an eye on emails from your chosen university about offer holder days and booking accommodation for your first year. So, finally results day comes around and universities will review your grades and let you know if you've been accepted or not. This can happen before you've even seen your grades, so make sure you're checking early. If you've got a place, well done. Confirm your place and your university will contact you to talk about next steps. If unfortunately you didn't get into either your insurance place or your firm place, there is still a chance of going to uni. You have to engage in a process called clearing. Now, clearing is where you can apply to university with spaces left. The great thing about clearing is that you can still do it through UCAS, and you can still do it even if you haven't applied to unis previously, but you've changed your mind on results day. So you can see the courses that are available on UCAS and accept offers on UCAS. However, you have to apply directly to the universities. You have to call them up, talk to their clearing hotline about whether or not they can accept you. But once they can accept you and you click that on UCAS, that is your place and it can't be taken from you. So UCAS isn't just a great resource for helping you apply to higher education. It's also got loads of information resources that you can use. It has great information on helping you pick what sort of higher education provider you'd like to go to, different sorts of higher education qualifications, and how to write good personal statements. There's also lots of other websites with this information on them. So the LiNCHigher website has really good resources where you can find really helpful materials doing the right course, writing a good application, and the best things to do. So the best thing to do before you start applying is take the time to do some research and find out as much as you can about what you want to do, what your options are for doing it, and where you would like to do it. And UCAS has some other great resources about different cities with different providers. So thank you for listening.